Good morning, welcome, it's Anna here, and it's Wednesday, which means it's time to use it or lose it. As you can hear, I have a cold, and it has decided to plant itself onto my vocal cords, so I'm gonna try to make this video short and sweet today. I'll do my very best. I feel better, but I sound worse. Yesterday I had literally no voice at all, so this is much better. But yeah, I hope you will put up with me. Yeah, I have just pulled out a few things out of my box. I put stuff in a box that I want to make into ephemera someday, and then I pull them out one by one and make them into things. So today I have pulled out these. These are offcuts from Christmas cards that I got. And these are coffee and rust dyed. Or tea and rust, I think. Yeah. So these I plan to make into small journaling cards. I have an offcut of some kind of test sheet, school vintage thing, and I have a junk mail envelope. So I'm going to start with these. I have an idea. I have actually pre-planned a bit today to make it a bit shorter, to not strain my voice. Last week in my Use It or Lose It, I ended up cutting apart a sheet of a book page that had lots of images on it. So these are some that are left, and I plan to actually just make these into journaling cards, tiny little journaling cards, using these gentlemen and some labels. So he has been cut down a bit. I think I cut him down too much, but I want to cut them down a bit too, and then I'm going to plop down some little labels to make it a bit more interesting. So this is a really quick and easy one, which is the way to go today, I think. He gets a bigger label because he is smaller. So as I said, I want to cut those down, and I'm going to use my excuse me, my guillotine cutter to do that, I think, because that makes it more even. Then I'm also going to ink quite heavily around these, and to make them stand out a bit more, and around the corners, and make them into journaling cards. Small cards for small pockets. I really am using things up right now, even though I did a bit of thrifting last weekend, right before I got my cold, or the flu, or whatever it is. I don't know anymore. I actually started feeling a bit under the weather when I got home, right before I did or after I did my thrift haul video. Then that is when I had to retreat to the sofa under a blanket. So this week has mostly been spent in bed, unfortunately. I do not like that. I want to be up and crafting and working, but none of that has been happening this week. So we are going to get blue paper and ink, and I am going to use Gather Twigs. If you are new here, you probably haven't heard me say that my distress inks, I always store them upside down like this, and to quickly see which one I have been marking them with my Dymo label maker. So it's easier to just grab one, the right one. Yeah. So how are you all doing? I hope you're doing better than me, because this is not fun. I don't mean to bellyache. I'm feeling much better, so I should be happy about that. Yeah, as I said, I hope you're doing good, that you're having a great week, doing some fun stuff, because as my dear friend Carol with the YouTube channel Friendly Quail, she always says, do something every day that makes you that you enjoy. That is the secret to happiness. And I firmly believe she's right, which is why I almost every day spend some time in here in my craft room. So I am currently working in 2 journals. I am working in the Flora one, and I am working in the Big Book of Everything. And the Big Book of Everything is such a big book. It will be something that I pull out when something else is in the book press, or I don't need to finish it right now. It's an ongoing project and that I really like. And Flora, no, not Flora, Fleur, sorry. Fleur is coming along nicely, but I want to film pretty much a step-by-step with her, start to finish. So I haven't been even able to film, so she's kind of made a halt right now, because I had no voice, so I didn't want to film. And but I have ideas, and I have pulled out papers and so on. So as soon as my voice is getting better, I will make another film with Fleur. And what I have been doing now that I haven't been able to film is that I have been doing lots of small crafting, you know, making journaling cards, stuff like this. I have been making some ephemera for the giveaway journal that I did a film on the other day. I did a film on the giveaway journal, not on the ephemera. The ephemera is coming along nicely, but I think I want some more ink on this, and I think I'm gonna do my teeny tiny walnut stain. Just running through the edges. Running the edges over the ink, I mean. Yeah, so that's one thing I have been doing, and I have also been excuse me, gotta get a sip on my soda. Yeah, I have also been making a few naked journals that are ready to be sewn in, and the signature sewn in. So they will be given a flip through as well when I'm feeling better, and or when my voice is better, because I'm feeling better already. And then I will put them up in my Etsy shop, and I'm going to pull out some ephemera, vintage ephemera and papers and stuff to send along with the naked journals, so that you can make your own. I like that in all the simplicity. I might do some stamping though. That could be fun, couldn't it? Some numbers or signatures, but I already have the signatures on the other hand. So I am really have been starting to feel like making a masculine style journal again. It's been a long time since I did that, so I am I'm currently what's it called? Sorry, my head is a bit fuzzy. I have these stamps. Maybe I could do some of those. Let's do that to make them look a bit more finished. Masculine journal, yes, I'm starting to feel like it. It's been a while, so it could be fun. What do I want to use? Let's do this. Paris 1889. That will be his. Oh no, I botched it. Crap. Well, that's what happens. When I don't look carefully. So what else do I have? Can do this. Number 261. That's better. I really enjoy these stamp sets by Sampool. They are so great to have and just pull out to make small things of interest. Let's do this one. Yes. So that was my stamping. Maybe we should move on to the next project now, because these are done. I just decided I think they turned out quite great, except for that botched stamping then, but it's a bit fun anyway. Let's do this one. So this is, as I said, the top of I believe it was a test in school, and I think I want to add a fussy cut, and I didn't have any long tall fussy cut, so I actually did one beforehand. I fussy cut this rose. I also want to put some labels, of course. I haven't prepared that. Maybe I can could do one of these. That could be fun. And I think I'm going to make it into a tag shape and add something fun at the top. Maybe I could do a specimen as well. This one I have stamped using the Tim Holtz stamps. Maybe not. Let me start with that one. Inking. Ink. And the back is blank, so it will be easy to journal on, which is exactly what I want. Now I'm gonna have to be gentle because this is fragile. I'm as you can see, a vigorous inker, and I really don't want to mess up all the delicate little bits on this. But I still don't want the white to show, or it's not very white, but there we go, that's better. Let's glue this down. Where do I want to hold it up there? Excuse me if I'm getting quiet. It's when I focus, I get a bit quiet. I'm just using a paper towel to push this down a bit and to make sure I get all the excess glue out of the way. Because sometimes the glue oozes out when you use too much on the small pieces. There we go. I actually like that in all its simplicity. I want to use my straight edge punch to make it tag shaped. It's an easy way. And now the great question is, do I want to add something like a ribbon, or do I want to add fabric? Could add something like that. No, wrong color, of course. I also could add a piece of this. This is a salvage edge from a bit of ticking, and it has the pink colors there, so I think I'm going to use that. That will be fun. And I'm just going to put the pin in my glue because I forgot. Oh, it already started to close up. Cut a piece off. I'm just going to glue it down. Let's see if I can open this up again. I like that it's rugged. there we go. I quite like that. As I said, in all its simplicity. So I think we have time for that one as well. I'm just gonna get another sip of my drink. This is a junk mail envelope, and I am going to make it into a pocket. I thought I was going to add it as a flip. You could put your tag in here. But I'm going to cover. Another option is to close it and then open it up here. And flip it with an what's it called, with a piece of fabric or something. I think I'm gonna do that. So I am going to just glue this shut to start with. Then I'm going to cover the front with, because I don't want this, and then I'm going to cover the back with something writable because I don't want this. And I think I'm going to use, excuse me, stand up. I think I'm going to use my trusty notepad on the back, so you can journal on it. And on the front, I think I can, maybe I can use one piece of paper. Oh, that doesn't cover it. Crap. Or I can, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Perfect. So I'm gonna put this like this, and then I'm gonna fold it over so that I can use one piece of paper. I have this, and I think of course I'm gonna cut out for the window. Maybe I can just divide it into pieces. I also have this. That's really fragile. And I also have this one. And I'm not sure which one I want. But I'm going to start by gluing the backside. And I'm going to use Tombow Mono Glue Stick Professional, which is my go-to glue stick for these kind of surfaces. That's a bit bigger. I like it because it's sticky, but it's not gooey, if you know what I mean. Some glue sticks are so gooey. And I think I'm going to do this. It's easier this way. Yeah. There we have it. Then I'm going to use my guillotine cutter. I don't know what I would do without this. I am really happy I bought that one. It's one of my best purchases, actually. And let's do there, and I want that piece up there as well. And now we can also open it up at the same time. There we go. Now I am going to just put some glue on here, and then I can fold it over, and I can continue to kind of collage, I think. And now I don't have to worry about if the paper is too narrow. Good. Let's use this one. I really like the color of this. And question is, I'm gonna have to do it in pieces because I cannot wrap my my gooey head around the facts of cutting out the window. So I am going to tear it about here first, and then I can glue this down. Just feel that's sticky, so I'm gonna have to turn that over. Because I don't want it to stick down on the glue paper. I hope I am somewhat in frame. That's perfect. I love that. This makes the envelope a bit sturdy as well. Then I want to get one piece for that side, using my ruler once again. Ooh. Oh. I'm going to have to cut that off later. And then I'm going to take one piece over here. I think I'm going to tear that as well. And the back side won't be decorated, of course, but I will do something to decorate the front here. Now I just need a piece up here. And what am I gonna do? What am I gonna use? Maybe I could use this piece because it's the same color. Yeah, let's do it. And now I'm doing something totally opposite of what I did before. I am gluing on here. Oh, crap. There we have it, one dressed envelope, and I'm just going to use the cutter to cut off this excess over here. Perfect. So now I want to put a bit of glue there because I see it lifts a bit. I don't want it to lift. There we go. Let's decorate. And as before, I actually did the fussy cutting before I did the video because I don't want to torment you. And I have fussy cut this lovely lady out of a book about fashion. Victorian fashions. And then let's see what else. I got this little one as well. This is from 1869, so I wanted to get that out. And maybe we want something else. I think I want something up here. Question is, do I want stamp or do I want a label or do I want both? I'm just auditioning. I am just auditioning. Like that one. The carte. I'm gonna ink those up quite heavily. And inking. Just giving myself some space to do a bit of inking. Oh, that's too sticky still. I still have my gathered twigs. I am thinking about maybe using the walnut stain for the labels, but I don't know. Kind of like that. I think I want the, or maybe I want the timber. No, let's go with the walnut stain because this has no edges whatsoever. Be careful not to stain my fingernails because I have done that before and it's not easy to get off if your nails got stained. Now it's got an edge all around it, which I really like. So I'm just gonna position that again. And this one is gonna get the gathered twigs as well. Yeah, so this will be a pocket and probably a tip in or a flip out or something on in the journal. Probably in not Flora. Fleur. Because she's quite big, Fleur. Oh, I want to get rid of the white there. So I am using my cutting board, cutting mat, and a craft knife. I know I should be using the glass mat, but it's so big. I don't want to pick it up. I have been looking at my local thrift store. I forgot lately, but before that I was looking after a like a picture frame with glass in it. I have seen both Catherine at Sunnyside Journals and Nancy at Wishes and Weeds. They have, it's the glass from a picture frame and then put tape all around the edges. And it's really nice to cut on when you have this kind of fussy cutting. So I'm looking for that, but now I have to stop thrifting for a while because I have so much stuff again. There we go. Yes. Let's glue them down. And since this envelope has a window, I think I might do a tag that fits in there. Not today, but of course it's going to be a fitted tag to oh, she's so pretty. Because this one won't fit right. No, it's too small. I need a big one. I need to refill my art glitter glue. The bottle is getting light. And it keeps falling over. What I like about this pocket is that it's big. It's a top loading pocket, and I also like that you can journal on the back. So if this is on a journal page, you can flip it over and journal. And I really like that, some hidden journaling. And also you will probably be able to journal on the tag that I'm gonna make to put in here. So that is our make of today. What do you think? I hope you liked it. I think it went really well today. Oh, right, I want to show you one more thing. In the spirit of using or losing, remember, if you have watched my latest thrift haul, you saw that I got some books. Again, I got Flora books, these, and I have gutted these. I have taken out the pages. All the text pages have been made into my little library pocket style pockets. I have bunches of these now. I always send along one of these with some extras in when I send out my journals, so I love having them, and I think it's really fun to use these papers for it. And all the book pages, which by the way are absolutely lovely, they are now standing up. I have divided them up and they are standing. This one was glued pages, and this one had sewn in pages, so they were not the same. And I have them standing up in a basket so that I easily just can reach for them and don't have to pick them out of a book. And I love it. But now I have two covers, and I think they are actually quite nice. I have got it before. I know when I did my challenge with Carol Friendly Quail, the nature journal, I believe I used that back cover to make into a journaling board. Yeah, but now I have two covers, and I think they're really lovely, and I don't want to throw them out, but they're a bit shiny, they're from the 70s. But my idea I got in the use it or lose it spirit is to make them into naked journals. Fill them with tea-dyed paper and lined paper and grid paper and whatever paper I have, almost just a writing journal, and then sew them in, put in some nice end papers, and put lace or fabric over the spine, and make them into journals, naked journals. What do you think of that? That is question number 2. Number 1 is, what do you think of the craft today? And number 2, was, do you think I should make this into naked journals? And I have more of these as well that I can gut and make into naked journals. And send along some pages from the text block and some other fun stuff. Yeah. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you enjoyed this short, not very short, but this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below of the questions. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would be really happy if you did. It helps my channel to get shown to more people. That's it for today, everybody. I will be back later this week with another video. Thank you so much for being with me today. Bye.